I said, skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than. I said, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than.
And welcome
I
to
said,
another video.
skirt all niggas, skirt up.
Well, here's another video about the drama in the YouTube streets. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Justmecmb. And we're going to be talking about the mommy sector of YouTube tonight and Strong Mommy Chrissy and Liv's life. Now, a small bit of this did include Ming, but just for conversational purposes. She wasn't really involved in the drama itself. Ming is never really involved in drama. She just always the co-signer that had to come and clean it up with some type of facts, usually. So that's pretty much what has been going on. Anyway, so I mentioned to you guys in a previous video that these two kind of had a back and forth with one another. Well, this is kind of a continuation of that video. And we're going to call this one Begging Ass Liv's Life. Now, Olivia is one who has been guilty of doxing people, who's been guilty of putting people's secrets out. She busted out all of the young ladies that she went traveling with. I think it was a year or so ago, saying that they did drugs and all kind of things, slept with strangers, all kind of drama. Now, whether this is the truth or not, honestly, really wasn't our business. What they did on their trip was their business. But Olivia felt the need to tell everybody. She even told on her own damn self. That's how slow her ass is, but whatever. Well, you know, Strong Mommy Chrissy went live and she was talking about something totally unrelated, but Liv decided to interject herself into it. So she interjected herself into it, talking trash about her yesterday, but today it was a whole different story. Strong Mommy Chrissy did another live today. She was much calmer. She wasn't talking about the issues with her daughter at that time. She was talking about Liv just straight up at that time. And so one of the many things that she talked about during this, I think she was on live for right at an hour. One of the things that she discussed was the fact that Liv's life behind the scenes sent out a message to Ming. And what she did is she contacted Ming asking Ming would she like to work with her again. She had $1 million idea and that she wanted them all to work together. She did not go into detail on what they would be doing, but that they would all be collaborating, doing some kind of collaborative effort over on IG Live. IG Live now allows people to do memberships. So somehow they were going to do memberships over on Instagram Live and they were going to make all of this crazy money. They were going to become millionaires, as she said. And however this was, they were going to become millionaires. She wanted them all to work together and felt that they would all be needed together. I guess it has something to do with this Mamiana clique. That needs to go ahead and continue to be buried and left the hell alone. Because every time something dealing with this Mamiana comes to the surface, basically it's trash. I mean, nothing ever comes of it. It's always drama. Just put it like that. But whatever the case is, Liv says this was her $1 million idea. And after all of the things that she's done and said about all of these ladies, she had the audacity to feel that she had the right to ask them to work with her again. Now, the thing about it is, this is where Mean comes in, because she did contact Mean. She wouldn't dare contact Chrissy. She probably would get straight cussed out. But then, I mean, after all the things she's done and said about this young lady, I mean, it really would be understandable for her to cuss her out. But she contacted Ming, and Ming said, it's the Gemini in her. Anything about money, she will at least listen to it. And she did. She listened to what Liv had to say. And she said that's all she did is listen. And went on about her business. Like, she said anything about money she's going to listen to. And that's exactly what she did. So, at first, last night Liv was talking trash about Chrissy, which I found it interesting that all of this had already happened, but you in the background talking trash. Like, I mean, it's crazy. As a matter of fact, not only last night was Liv talking about Chrissy, but she was talking about two other content creators that do reactions or commentary on their channels. I mentioned that as well on the other video that I did. But at the time, I didn't know what the issue was. Well, apparently, this young lady who is the reactor also had some. Actually, it wasn't even Liv's idea. Apparently, maybe it had something to do with her. And instead of Liv being honest about it, she actually caught herself trying to be slick and disinclude her in the entire situation. Now, I don't know all the dynamics of that, nor do I know the dynamics of how the other young lady was even involved. What I do know is about these young ladies, that it involved Olivia, that it involved Ming, and that it involved Strong Mommy Chrissy. So anyway, Chrissy did talk about the fact that Ming reached out to her and told her about Olivia reaching out to her. So Ming told Chrissy, yes, Olivia reached out to me and this is what she said, blah, blah, blah. And so not Olivia, but Chrissy said the same thing I did. The audacity of this heifer. Like, I mean, girl, you are delusional almost. Like, and it's the fact of how she's done so much dirt, but then always wants to be the victim. Even tonight, she came on live again. Actually, she came on live while Chrissy was on live to tell her followers that Chrissy was over there talking about her and that Chrissy, we have to put things behind us and try to move on. We can make money. We're all Black women and we need to work together. Oh, girl, you're just hurt. I just see the hurt in you. I just feel so bad for her. And I'm sitting here scratching my head like, hell, Chrissy look like she's doing better than all y'all heifers, to be honest. Except Ming, by her and her relationship seems pretty solid. And Ming definitely seems like a person that does take care of home. Although I do feel like, I don't know, if I was her, I would let that Bells channel go because, I mean, as big as it is, it just does not seem to get the viewership that it should. Even on the low ball end of a channel that has that many followers, she just really does not seem to be able to get the views. And I mean, it is what it is. Things like that happen. I mean, I haven't been around for 10 years to say where I would even be at that point. So I definitely can't throw gauntlets at her. But at the same time, like I said, it does seem like she needs a little pick me up from some of these other channels. And so a collab, I guess, would be why she would be interested. Just my 2 cents. But anyway, so Chrissy continued to talk about the fact that this girl done reached out to them trying to collab with them after saying and doing all of the things that she's done, doxing people, telling folks she has some type of sickness, talking about her children, which let Olivia tell it, everybody talks about my kids too, but that's still no excuse. I mean, I'm sure there's enough to say about all of the ladies without the kids having to be brought into the picture. But nonetheless, that's the situation. So after Strong Mommy Chrissy let the cat out the bag, so to speak, Olivia turns around and just decides to, woe is me. Oh, I'm such a victim again. They just talk about me and that's fine. I know she's hurt. So if she needs to use me as her scapegoat for tonight, that's okay. It's okay. You know, hurt people hurt people. And I'm sitting here scratching my head like, this girl is certifiable. Actually, someone said a word, you know, the word that when Chrissy went live, she used the word dang, now I can't remember the word, duplicitous, I think. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, she used the word, and the word means treacherous, evil, basically the worst type of evil, treacherous natured type of evil. So that's the word that she used to describe Olivia. And I don't know about treacherous and evil, but I know certifiable and throw it off to the point of what's the word under retarded? Deflected. I think this chick is deflected. Because I have never seen anyone act and conduct themselves in a manner in which this young lady does. And how she'll sit there, you know, do all of this dirt to people and think that someone is supposed to care about her and her household. She seems stressed out tonight, especially. I'm assuming her mom wasn't there and she was having to take care of this baby that she says is hers, which she doesn't want to show on camera because allegedly something may be wrong with the child or whatever the case may be. I do not talk about people's kids, so I don't even care to even bring the child up, you know, for conversational purposes, but just to say that, you know, she did seem stressed out, and apparently her finances are getting the better of her. And I mean, it happens to the best of us. I mean, let's be honest. But I mean, you can't go, that's why you should always be careful at the things that you say, the things that you do, and watch who you try to hurt, because the same people that you see going up is the people that you'll see coming back down. And I think that's just what Olivia is dealing with. She's finally getting in life some of the angst that she gives out to people. It's unfortunate, but that's how life works. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude my video at this time. Like I said, honey, I think that's just about going to be it. I mean, there'll be more people talking about this tomorrow, I'm sure, but the gist of it is Chrissy started and Chrissy wiped the floor with her ass tonight. And I mean, it just is what it is. Mean came online long enough to say, hey, all I did was listen and get her a quick little kiki and went on back to her life. And interestingly enough, that's it. No one else had anything to say, unless she's going to be later on this week, which I hope she decides to just stay out of this. Because honestly, I wouldn't put a toe in this drama right here. I mean, especially her, because folks love to drag poor Jasmine. I mean, poor thing. I mean, I don't even believe she deserved half of what she get, but it is what it is, you know. Karma is a you know what. Anyway, guys, thanks for taking the time to check out the video. Thanks for taking the time to check out the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you have any comments, please be sure to leave your comments below. I'll see you soon.
I said, skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than I said.